YouTube and Snapchat and Rumble and fuck, shake your tits and swing your dicks. Well, happy Friday after Christmas, kids, and to cap your holiday off, here's another taint caroling episode of your favorite internet sensation libation Friday wrap-up. Before we get today's show kicked off, I want to tip my hat to today's libation. As you can see, we're back in the office. I'm a little holidayed out, even though there's some holiday remnants around here. So I figured I'd at least give you guys one more holiday cocktail, all right? So I'm going with not just eggnog. This is a spiked eggnog drink. I call it White Nuts because it's got a shot of Frangelico in there and a shot of white chocolate Godiva liqueur in there. And then I top it off with a little eggnog and a salud. Drink up and be somebody. That's nice. That is nice. It's a little sweet, but it's nice. That's like a one and done type of thing. So yeah, I mean, I didn't feel like moving the computer and everything, and I just back in the office. But there is some holiday remnants around. Can't see it. I got the Charlie Brown Christmas tree over there. I got the Elvis Christmas stockings hanging over there. I got some garland around here. Look, I got a little Santa Claus on the door. So it's holiday-ish. Anyhow, God, hopefully this show makes it onto the fucking air without any problems. Last week, I told you, last 2 weeks, we had nothing but technical issues. I couldn't, for some reason, the video wouldn't render into an uploadable form. And then I had the same problem last week, but I fixed it, but it rendered upside down. So all like the photos and videos that I attached to the show was right way, but I was upside down. I was flipped around. So you had to keep turning your phone. Don't ask me how the fuck that happened. I have no idea. No clue. So hopefully this week makes it on the air. No problems. And I'm right side up. That's all we can hope for in life, right? Anyway. So Christmas came and went, thankfully, without a problem. Hope everybody had a nice holiday. I was quiet as usual, but I mean, people ask me why. I don't like to go anywhere at Christmas. And I have a lot of reasons, but one being, it's I don't eat like rich, heavy foods really. You would think I do, but I don't. But that's the one time a year I like a little decadence. And everybody at Christmas time they're either making like ham or turkey, and they don't know what the fuck they're doing, and they're killing both of it, and it's like, So Christmas Day, I like to cook. I like to do. Everybody has their own things that they're doing, so I'm fine. So I made a beautiful dinner. I made a Chateaubriand with a brandy Dijon Bernaise. Oh, killer. I was gonna do prime rib, but then I didn't want to. And I was gonna do what I did last year, get like a smoked brisket, but I waited too long. So I was at Eastern Meats and they had Chateaubriand, which is basically it's a filet mignon, but just in the whole loin. So I bought like a small, the 2.5 pound one, right? And I prepared it the way I normally would prepare a prime rib. So I make a paste with butter, olive oil, some crushed garlic, Italian seasoning. I rub it all over the meat. And then I blast it in the oven at about 500 degrees for about 10 minutes or so. And then I drop it down to 325 and I let it go. You want to go maybe like 12 minutes per pound for rare. So about less than 28 minutes. I mean, I had an instant read thermometer. As soon as it hits, 118 degrees, I pull it out, let it rest for 5 minutes. I mean, you can slice it thin if you want. I ain't fucking around. I just cut like 1-inch steaks out of the fucking thing. Beautiful. Then I made this brandy Dijon Bernaise. It's my riff on a Bernaise sauce. Oh, baby, lights out. Lights out. It was fun. You could put this shit on a Volkswagen and it would be dynamite. And then the sides, I did a Calabrian chili burnt broccoli. I love burnt broccoli. You spice it with a little Calabrian chili. Nice. And then I made my almost famous 5-cheese barbecue baked mac and cheese, which it's a once-a-year serving, because if you eat that more than once a year. Like if you ate that regular, you'd be dead. Like I mean, the fucking thing weighs almost as much as my lasagna. It's like a good 25 fucking pounds when you pick it up. It's just, you start off with a bechamel and you add 5 cheeses to it. It's a combination of cheddar, Gouda, mozzarella, pepper jack, and yellow American. You make a bechamel, you add the cheese to it, you toss it with the pasta, which, I got a gripe about fucking pasta in a minute, okay? And then, you layer it into a buttered casserole. So you put one layer down, then you sprinkle more cheese, and you put another layer down, you sprinkle more cheese, and then the topping, I just take some Cheez-Its and some panko breadcrumbs, and I crush them up. I crush up the Cheez-Its, and then I make a gremolata out of it. I melt a little butter, you toss the melted butter with the crumbs, then you make a topping, you blast the whole thing in the oven for 350 degrees, about a half hour, and it's just bubbling, it's gooey, it's ooey, just, these are the things that excite me in life, And that was it. I had a little antipasta in the afternoon, a couple of martinis, I drank a beautiful bottle of Sangiovese, and then I watched It's Your Wonderful Life, and cleared a bottle of Four Roses. So ask me how I'm functioning today, but yeah. So that was it. That's my Christmas, and to me, that's a good Christmas. So like I said, hopefully you had a nice holiday. Hopefully Santa Claus was good to you. If you woke up and all your stuff was missing, you're not on the naughty list, don't worry. You were just visited by Black Santa, motherfucker Claus, and they steal all your shit. I mean, if you were a Democrat, then Krampus visited your house and shit in your stocking. So there, Merry Christmas. They say it's actually snowing now. They said it's going to snow tonight into tomorrow. It's going to be like the fucking end of days. All day long on the news, that's all they kept talking about was the snowstorm. It's going to be 8 inches, 10 inches, a foot, ugats, and this, that. We'll wait and see. I don't know. They don't fucking know half the time either. I'm sure everybody ran to the supermarket this afternoon, to get, French toast. Because anytime it snows, people, they freak out. Oh, my God, I need bread and eggs and milk. I don't know why everybody likes French toast when it's snowing. So, this time next week, it'll be 2026. So, I'll see you guys after in the new year. So how was 2025? Let's take a quick little progress report, shall we? So we finally got our president back, and I got an update on that in a little while. We finally got our president back. All is right with the world. The economy is stabilized. Inflation has come down. Stock markets is on the rise. 401ks are doing good. Okay. Gas prices starting to come down. Grocery prices have come down. All right. Tariffs are in full effect, generating cash for the nation, which is a good thing. Okay, America's back, baby. We're respected again. Okay, we're not a fucking joke. Trump's taking care of business. Now, all these fucking Democrats that are going around, the economy's failing, and it's not doing enough. For the last 4 years, you had a fucking retard. Actually, we don't even know if we had a president in the last 4 years. Let's be honest, okay? They destroyed the country. The economy was a shit show. Fucking inflation was going through the roof. This stuff doesn't fucking come down overnight. It takes a while to stabilize. It really took 6 months for them to fuck it up, and then they just kept the trend going. But it takes a while to stabilize. We'll get there. Don't worry. It's already happening. You see it happening. It's not going to be instantaneous, okay? The Fed... We'll get the new Fed chairman soon, so hopefully they fix that problem. They dropped the fucking Fed rate. You're going to see the economy do a complete 360, come back around. People be buying houses again. They're talking about affordability. The Democrats for 4 years made the world so unaffordable, it doesn't happen overnight. Okay? Of course Democrats are going to talk about affordability because they want to put everybody on the government's tit. If your life isn't affordable, here's my tip for you. Go get a job. It's not affordable if you're living on fucking welfare checks and taxpayer money and you want to drive a fucking BMW or Mercedes. Yeah, then that's not affordable, okay? If your average income, if your annual income is $35,000 a year, or $40,000 a year because you only want to work a part-time job or you're only collecting fucking government checks and you want to drive an $80,000 fucking BMW, yeah, that's not affordable. Okay? It's not. So maybe reassess how you're living your lifestyle too. You take that into consideration. Like I do very well. I could live like fucking Rockefeller if I choose to. I don't live past my means. I don't like having debt. I don't like paying bills. Okay? I pay them because I have to. I could drive a fucking BMW if I want to. It's no problem. I don't want to. I'm happy driving a fucking GMC pickup. And I could have got the Denali. I didn't want it because you're a pain in the ass. I don't like painted bumpers. So I got the model below it. But that's my point. I don't live past my means. Yeah, I mean, yeah, granted, to qualify as broke, you got to make at least $100,000 a year because New York is an expensive place to live because of Democrats. Because they keep fucking bankrupting the state. You know? So, anyone who says Trump isn't doing a good job right now is a fucking momo, and they should have their eyelids stapled to the back of a fucking horse and buggy, and then they should give the horse cocaine and a fucking enema and just have that thing run and drag them by their eyelids. Okay? So, 2025 ended up being a pretty good year. I'm pretty sure 2026 is going to do the same. Hey, man! Well, that's right. Next week's gonna be New Year's Eve. Hey, Pops, how are you? How you doing, big mama? Ooh, baby. Ooh, you looking nice and handsome. Your color matches our complexion and shit. That's not what I was going for, but thanks for noticing. Oh, goddamn it, that's right. You getting a job at UPS or some shit? No. I just felt like wearing a little brown today. That's all. Hey, can you do me a favor? You hit that button. Thank you. Okay, that's very nice. Ooh, baby, what's going on with your voice? It sounds a little hoarse and something. Yeah, well, I just got over some laryngitis. That's because you be yelling at everybody all motherfucking time, goddammit. Oh, yelling at people. Yeah, because people are stupid, Pops. That's right. People are motherfucking stupid. You shut the fuck up, Leroy. You stupid. You shut the fuck up, goddammit. You and your dumbass bitch. You so stupid. You make fucking retards look smart. Oh, baby, you hear what he said to me? I did, Big Mama. I did. Well, you gonna let him talk to me like that? You know what, Pops? Maybe your New Year's resolution should be a little nicer to Big Mama. Fuck that bitch. She ain't nice. Why should I be nice back? Well, He's got a point. Oh, I ain't nice to this motherfucker, nasty ass motherfucker because he a nasty son bitch. Ooh, but Big Mama nice to you, baby. I thought you was gonna slide down my chimney on Christmas Eve. No, that's Santa Claus, not me. Well, that's not the kind of chimney I was talking about, baby. Ooh, Lord. Ooh, I just made myself moist. I gotta go clean myself. Wow, she's, that bitch needs to go sit on a washing machine or some shit. Put that motherfucker on spin cycle. She gonna make a mess all over the top of that goddamn thing. Well, they never cease to delight me. Anyway. So we're all over the map today, baby. So buckle in, sit down, hold on to something, and get ready. Here we go. All right. Get your tickets out, kids. We're about to hop onto that maniacal, magical express of the mayhem and fuckery. The crazy train's about to leave the station. What? Woo-hoo! First stop, Lindenhurst. So a 28-year-old cashier was stabbed on Christmas Day. The description of the killer was that he was over 40 years old, and I guarantee he was black. How do I know? Because they refused to give a description. If they said he was white, see, they have a camera in CVS, so they know what the guy looks like. So the fact that the news doesn't give a description further than the fact that he looks to be 40 years old tells me he's black. Because if he was white, they'd say it. Okay? If he was Hispanic, they'd say it. When they don't say the complexion of the person that is the suspect, that means that the person was black. Okay? They'll never say he's black because they don't want to seem racist. Please. Man, what are you always picking on black people for? Am I really picking on them? You know the fucking guy was black. How many criminals are in jail? What color? Well, there are a lot of black people in jail. Why is that? Well, the motherfuckers go commit crimes and say they can't act right. Well, like you. Exactly. When was the last time you seen a white person stab someone in fucking CVS? That's a good question. That sounds like some nigga shit right there. But goddamn it, you always picking on us. I don't pick on you. Well, that's because I act right, goddamn it. I ain't running around the streets acting a fool and shit. Or throwing things at the McDonald's like a chicken nuggets. Or shitting on the walls at a Carnival cruise. Exactly. You can act civilized. Why can't anybody else? That's a good goddamn question. I'm going to think about that one. Okay? So, yeah, I mean, it's not racist if it's a statistic. Let's be honest. Okay? Anyway, next stop, Georgia. So this is a biggie. So last week, I think it was it was after Friday, so it had to be, it had to be like Saturday or something. The Georgia Board of Elections revealed that hundreds of thousands of ballots in the 2020 election were counted twice. And it wasn't human error, it was intentional human intervention. In other words, election fraud. Okay, they stole the fucking 2020 election. The president of the Board of Elections in Georgia, there's got to be a new guy, said that they owe Donald Trump an apology. We were fucking right. Not only do they owe Donald Trump an apology, they owe all of us an apology. The election was rigged. It was stolen. You understand me? Trump said it, and they said he was fucking crazy and being a sore loser. Giuliani and Sidney Powell said it, and they were prosecuted for it. Okay? Goddamn, Giuliani got sued by two election workers who clearly fucking lied under oath. They committed perjury, and they almost sued him into fucking bankruptcy. You also got disbarred. Okay? And now there's actual fucking proof that they stole the election. Anyone else who said it were called insurrectionists, silenced, and blocked on social media every time I said it. My channel was fucking suspended, okay? It was blatant. The numbers didn't add up. Trump knew it. Trump's a numbers guy. That's why he called the Secretary of State in Georgia and goes, you got to find 10,000 votes. We're missing. Not that he wanted him to create them, because the numbers didn't add up. They were a certain number before, like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and then after that, boom, he was upside down by 10,000 votes. Where did they go? Because they counted Biden's votes twice. Hundreds of thousands. Intentionally. I don't know what's taking so long for the indictments to start fucking rolling. Okay? Because everybody, all the judges that said, well, there's no proof, they should be called into question. That fat fuck, Barr, who was the attorney general, who swore up and down Trump was crazy, that there was no election fraud in Georgia. He investigated it twice, right? And got nothing. They hit the fucking governor of Georgia, who's a fucking rhino, Kemp, certified the fucking votes. God only knows what they had on him, what they bribed him with, or what kind of blackmail did they have. So the whole 2020 election was a sham. We were robbed. Okay, and now it's backfired. Anybody who votes Democrat at this point, it really is just a fucking asshole. You're just a fucking asshole at this point. Because you have no integrity. The whole party has absolutely no integrity. Trump exposed every one of their fucking motives. They're all not good. And that's why they go, oh, he's a racist, he's this and that. They don't even know what to say anymore. Because everything they say is bullshit. Okay? It's like the kid who cried wolf. Okay? They should all be put in front of a fucking firing squad and shot for treason. If you really want to know. And last stop on the crazy train, Nigeria. Well, Trump bombed them on Christmas for killing Christians. How about that? Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. Man, fucking Trump don't play. It's Christmas time. Let's blow their black ashes out of the sky. Let's blow them to hell. Okay, blast them to hell. Yeah, they sent the Navy destroyer in. Boom, 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 boom. And that was that. Think they got the message? Let's hope. All right, kids, your sports update. NFL, if anybody still fucking cares. Giants and Raiders Sunday at 4:05. I mean, both of these teams are 2-13. Okay, they both have. They're tied for the worst record in the NFL currently, okay? This game is like, watching this game is like showing up with a soft, flaccid cock to a brothel filled with 400-pound hookers and trying to fuck one, okay? That's the equivalent of this game, the Giants and the Raiders. Who's going to suck more? Okay? Unbelievable. I'm not wasting my time. I took a peek at the fucking Vikings game last week, and I was sorry I did. Just awful. Jets and Patriots Sunday at 1 o'clock. Another piece of shit team. Okay, even the Patriots, that's like they suck too this year. Bills and Eagles Sunday at 4:25. Now this game, I wouldn't mind watching. Okay, that's going to be a pretty good game. Saints, who suck, they're playing the Titans, who also suck on Sunday at 1 o'clock. End of the NFL season. Pretty soon playoffs start. Super Bowl. Or we can call it a day. NHL, Rangers and Islanders tomorrow at 6 o'clock. NBA, Knicks and Hawks Saturday at 8. Nets and Timberwolves Saturday at 8. And Bulls and Sixers tonight at 7:30. All right, kids, on Tommy's Public Rub Review. So I found a little hidden gem last Sunday. I didn't feel like cooking because I knew I was going to be cooking on Thursday. So I had some leftovers from Monday and Tuesday from my last meal prep. So I said, you know what, let me go. We have dinner on Sunday out. So I was hanging out in Limbrook, and there's a little Italian restaurant. I heard good things about it. I wanted to try it. It was right there, so I went. It's called Angelina's. It's like a glorified pizzeria, right? Pizzeria in the front, dining room in the back, but it's nice. It's not upscale nice, but it's a nice place. They got a little bar off to the side, fully stocked. They didn't have a bartender, but it was fully stocked. They have entertainment there on certain nights, like a singer or something. It was a little loud because there was a Christmas party going on, but it's a simple red sauce joint. But the food was fucking lights out. It was delicious. They got their pizza menu, but nothing, outrageous or extravagant. Just good, solid, classic Italian food. It's like one of those classic red sauce joints. I had the veal francese with rigatoni, and not a lot of Italian places have rigatoni anymore for some fucking reason, and it was like the full size, like real rigatoni, which brings me to macaroni. Like if you buy pasta in the supermarket, right, especially fucking Ronzoni, these cocksuckers, I should know better than to buy Ronzoni. They're the ones who canceled Pastina. But even Barilla, all of them, the pasta is shrinking. They're fucking robbing us. Like I bought elbow macaroni to make mac and cheese on Christmas. It was like, it looked like fucking pastina. It was so small. What the fuck is this? Elbow macaroni. Like, if you gotta go to like an Italian supermarket to buy pasta now, if you want like the actual size it used to be. Like rigatoni used to be like this. Now it's like, even penne. Penne used to be big. I was watching Emerald Live the other day. It's a channel on Roku. That's all Emerald. 24/7. Love it. And it was like from the 90s, and he's making something with penne, and it was like, I said, I'm not fucking crazy. I remember penne was big. Now it's like, you need a fucking microscope to find it. They're fucking you in the supermarket. So anyway, Angelina's food was lights out. Pasta was cooked nice al dente. They tossed it with the francese sauce. The veal was nice and tender. It was beautiful. Go check it out. Angelina's on Main Street. I got to check their pizza out. It looked good when I was walking past the pizza counter, but I just wanted a nice dinner, and that's what I had. Good spot. Go check them out. All right, kids, your PSA. If you're still wishing people a Merry Christmas, okay, then you're an overly jolly douchebag, and you should get your throat punched and have your windpipe cracked as a result, okay? Stop it. Christmas is over now. Okay? That's it. I know, 12 days of Christmas, this little Christmas. Shut the fuck up. You can wish people a Merry Christmas, like, beginning on the week of Christmas up until Christmas, and basta. That's it. No more. If you were wishing people a Merry Christmas 3 weeks before Christmas, you're a jerk-off. Okay? If you're still doing it, you're a jerk-off. Stop it. Subsequently, you have up until January 5th to wish me or anyone else a Happy New Year. If you're still saying Happy fucking New Year after the 5th, then you're an overly excited, unrealistic imbecile, and you should get your throat punched and have your windpipe cracked as a result. Okay? Stay COVIDless, kids. No mask, don't ask. Haters can kiss my ass. And remember, who loves you, babe? That's been your Friday wrap-up, and I'll see you when I see you. Happy New Year, fuckers.